Now, we have a second item that's been added, and that's with respect to legal fees, and I have it moved by Councillor Carr, and I need a seconder.
What is it? I'll second it.
Okay?
I have no idea.
Dunfield?
She shouldn't be.
I can't move it.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you bring it forward.
I'm bringing it forward.
Whereas there was an Integrity Commissioner investigation where Councillor Carr was wrongfully accused, now therefore the Council of the Corporation of Rideau Lakes agrees to reimburse the cost of $2,062.25 to Councillor Carr for hiring a lawyer in regards to this matter. Heard the motion? Discussion. Councillor Jeff Banks.
So what is the request for, and
Well-
just is there a dollar amount on this, and also?
$2,062.25.
Yeah, and so
That's right.
I'm thinking that maybe Councillor Carr should have declared a conflict in this.
How do I bring it forward?
Well,
She should.
That's up to Councillor Carr.
Yeah.
I mean, it,
How did you do it? You did this before.
well, 6 or 7 years ago, when I was accused, I brought my legal bill forward because I was found not guilty, and there was a fault found by the Integrity Commissioner, and therefore council paid the bill.
How did it come to the
So
table?
she's asking
How'd you
how
bring
you
it to
brought
the
it
table?
forward. How did you bring it forward?
I don't recall, to be honest
Well,
with you.
I just don't know what
I
exactly the
simply
answer
brought
is here.
the
So if
under-
I take my name off of this,
Yeah.
Sorry, let me finish. The understanding that I had at the time, that the council said, well, if members of council are taken to the Integrity Commissioner and found not guilty, then if they got legal advice, that legal advice would be paid by the taxpayer. If they were found guilty, then they would be responsible for their own legal costs, okay? So, that's the only past precedent that I'm aware of, okay?
I'm gonna take my name off of that. Absolutely.
Put my name on it.
Okay, you would.
You should probably, and declare a conflict.
And give me a piece of paper and
Okay, Madam Clerk, where are we going with this?
Well, you now have it moved by Councillor Hutchings and seconded by Councillor Dunfield. And Councillor Carr has said she's declared a conflict.
I had no idea what to do.
Okay, so you'll need to do the paperwork
I
at
will.
the end of the meeting, like we have discussed. All right, so then you need to stay out of the discussion.
I
You
will.
declared a conflict, and we will open it up to any other discussion. Does anyone else wish to speak to this? Councillor Paula Banks, please.
Well, I don't know what Linda was gonna say, so I'm gonna take a stab at this. I think the difference with Linda's case is, and I think we have to be careful, I don't think the majority of council felt that she did this. So we did feel she was innocent, and after the fact, the person that we assumed had involved himself and didn't recuse himself when he should have. And he sent us all an email stating that he involved himself. So I do feel there was an outside interference by councillors or people in their interest. So I will be supporting returning this money. Linda hired a lawyer to represent her, and that case was not very well handled, so.
Okay. Well, I want to caution, we're not here to rehear the case.
I'm not rehearing it, I'm just
Okay.
saying that we are
You're
now
You're
aware.
absolutely right, the majority of council did not accept the Integrity Commissioner's
No.
findings, which were guilty.
No,
Okay?
that's not what I said. Can I repeat what I said, please?
Sure, I heard you, but.
The majority of council felt Linda was innocent
That's correct.
because we felt that a council member or someone in their interest involved themselves in this case. We now know that happened. So,
Oh, I'm not going to ask you for details on that, but
Well, I'm
I
not
do
going to
I do
offer.
not know how that happened.
you were copied on the email, I forwarded it to you.
Okay.
Everybody was copied on the email that we got from this gentleman, so.
Yes.
Councillor Dunfield, please.
Question, if I may, to the clerk, is this amount the exact amount, or is
Yes.
it higher? Can it be?
Through you, Mayor, I was told the amount by Councillor Carr this morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So that's all we need.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
Bring some on.
Councillor Jeff Banks.
Yeah, I'm going to support this, and the reason is because we had 3 people that stood here and told us what happened. And if we were in any kind of a court proceeding, whether if you have witnesses that say, this person didn't do this, and the judge said, well, they are guilty, even though they have people saying that they didn't do it. I think there was a bad error on the side of the Integrity Commissioner. I thought it was flawed from the start, when our CAO was involved with it, not our CAO here, but previous CAO. Yeah, I think it was a travesty that even got that far and it got out and that the wording was changed just to make a guilty plea. So I don't have any trouble supporting, although the people out in the public that are watching this media today or this meeting today will probably try and tear a strip off us, but that's fine.
Okay, any other folks want to make a comment? Councillor Hutchings.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And so I think, like, because we don't really know it, Linda, it's like, we don't know the words to this, like, you didn't read, there was no thing, nothing. We're assuming what this is about, and I feel that the whole thing was handled terribly wrong from the get-go. And so I'm going to support this because.
Yeah. Anyone else wish to comment on this? Councillor Paula.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, and I'm going to support it too. I didn't feel that Linda did it at the time. And I feel if you're innocent, you should have it paid for. It's not up to you who complained. It's up to you that you weren't guilty. And I just can't believe you voted on that. So,
All right, let me comment on this. I'm just concerned that this might be a slippery slope, because if other members are, and I know other members are currently being investigated, if they're found not guilty, then will their legal bills be paid as well? So you have to keep that in mind.
Who's investigating?
I'm not prepared to say.
But you
Well,
know.
you don't when you're saying it.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yes.
Because I'm investigated,
Oh.
okay? And I know who has launched the investigation, but I can't say that either. But the point is this: if I go to get legal advice, will this council then simply pay for that advice as well? Because we've had a number of investigations, right? And I don't know how many of those people in the past would have gotten legal advice, but is this going to open the floodgates for more? I know the difference here, and I hear that from members of council, that they feel that there was a wrongful accusation. That accusation came from staff, and, the Integrity Commission was forced to deal with it.
No.
All right,
Like, we're putting words in this that aren't there. Can I?
all right, I'm prepared to call the question. We'll allow a second comment, and then I'm going to call the question. Councillor Paula Banks, please.
I think the big difference is the other Integrity Commissioner investigations were, I didn't feel that a councillor involved themselves underhandedly, I'm gonna say. Because, well, Ari, I asked at this council table at least 3 times if a council member or anyone in their interest involved themselves in Linda's case. We were told, no, no, no. Then I get a letter from this individual that said he did speak to the Integrity Commission 3 days before the report came out. And I told that individual he should have recused himself. I didn't go and ask the person for the email. They sent it because I know they felt guilty. I have no idea why they sent the email. So I think this is a totally different case than the other cases.
Okay. Councillor Hutchings, a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, I would like people to have some morals and that truth comes out and all that. And if you're saying that you're being investigated, if you're found not guilty, and you did, it's tit for tat, you should get your money back. Ooh, that rhymes, eh? Cool. Yeah, like, why is it a different law for one person and not the other? It's gonna be across the board.
It should be case
And it's by case,
It should be.
because it depends on, like, Linda's, as far as I was concerned, freaking fiasco. She was framed. And, but,
Well,
No, I
let's
know.
not get into that
No,
detail,
but it
okay,
was.
because, I mean,
That's
that was
why-
hashed out previously.
Well, I don't think.
well, not really, because it's being hashed out here now, like it's
Well, I
a
know.
debate on whether she gets her money back.
Yep.
So, this is the reason I want her to get her money back. It's not because I know her, she was wrongfully accused, and she went through the thing, and if you were the wrongfully accused yourself, you should get the same. It's equal.
Yeah.
This is what's wrong with this council.
No.
It's not equal across the board.
No.
It depends on who you are.
Okay,
So there you go.
Councillor Dunfield, second
you,
time,
Mr.
last
Mayor.
time.
Thank you. You mentioned about 6 years ago that your council supported you in getting your money back because you were found innocent. Is there somewhere in our bylaws that would support this down the road?
Not that I'm aware of, and I don't even
policy.
recall that it necessarily came to council. I think it was just sort of a given that if a person was falsely accused, and in that situation, I was falsely accused by a citizen, okay, of having a conflict of interest, where the Integrity Commissioner investigated and found that I had absolutely no conflict. In fact, I wasn't even on the lake. It was a lake issue. I wasn't even on the lake that they claimed that I shouldn't have voted on the lake issue because I had another property on a different lake. So that was the background, Councillor Dunfield. And, you know, I had some minor legal bills and I submitted them and they were paid.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that explanation. I'm just curious, though, should there be something formally put forward that if an integrity commissioner finds you not guilty and you have used your own legal to support you, then should there be something in written form that you can claim those legal fees back?
That may be, I mean, I can see that it would still be controversial with the public or
Okay.
controversial with council, but that may be an opportunity to clean things up in the future.
So we are going case by case at this
At this point, I think we're
particular
going case by case, because this has just come up, and there's been no, it's not a notice of motion, it was sort of added as an emergency addition. I'm not sure that it would qualify necessarily as an emergency addition, but it was legitimately added to the agenda, so we're having that discussion
Okay,
today.
so I will support this, and
Okay.
as my name is on it, thank
All
you.
right, I'm going to call the question. All in favor? Opposed, if any?
Oh, could I have a recorded vote? Sorry, I should have said that sooner. What?
Well, you can ask for it after the fact as well.
I'll
So,
have a recorded vote.
Madam Clerk?
Councillor Jeff Banks,
Yes.
Councillor Paula Banks,
Yes.
Councillor Dunfield,
Yes?
Councillor Hutchins,
Yes.
Councillor Pollard,
Yes.
Mayor Bloom.
No. Motion is carried.